7 surprising signs your aura is too powerful to ignore. Have you ever wandered into a regular grocery store in Chicago or uploaded a casual social media update from a cozy corner in Austin, only to spark reactions that seemed way out of proportion? Maybe coworkers bombarded you with questions, or strangers suddenly looked uneasy, and you had no idea why. Friend, this might seem random, but it's not. Chances are, you're radiating an energetic presence, or aura, that makes people feel both drawn and unsettled before you even say hello. Here at Sound Codes, we'll explore 7 surprising signs that your aura is simply too powerful to ignore. Along the way, we'll weave in day-to-day American life, references from the Bible, and the teachings of Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, famous for his idea of the collective unconscious. Whether you're in the US or anywhere else in the world, understanding these signs can help you stop apologizing for your light and start embracing it. You'll discover how children, animals, and even random passers-by may trust you instantly, or why certain people bristle at your calmness. By the end, you'll learn that this aura, this silent current of authenticity, is a priceless gift. So, buckle up. Let's explore what makes your presence so impactful. Sign 1. Your presence enters the room before you speak. Have you ever felt everyone's eyes on you, even though you were just trying to blend in? Imagine you're stepping into a hotel lobby in downtown Los Angeles after a full-day seminar, shoulders hunched from exhaustion, wearing comfy sweats, nothing flashy. Yet you sense conversations dropping in volume, and a few people turn to stare, almost as if they expected someone important to walk in. In spiritual thought, your aura extends well beyond your physical body. Even in the Bible, certain figures are recognized by an invisible radiance, like how Moses returned from the mountain shining so brightly that his people couldn't look at him directly. Carl Jung would say that part of your psyche extends beyond conscious awareness, quietly announcing itself and interacting with everyone you meet. So, it's not about wearing neon colors or speaking loudly. Many people with strong auras are actually introverts, saying little but projecting a calm magnetism. That silent force can make people curious and drawn in, or strangely uneasy if they sense an authenticity they're not ready to face. When was the last time you caught someone glancing at you as if they felt your presence arrive before you even said hi? Jot it down mentally. These micro-moments are clues to how powerful your energy can be. If you've ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift, share your experience in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Next, we'll explore why this subtle entry makes you a walking mirror for other people's hidden struggles. Sign 2. You act like a mirror for others' hidden shadows. Have you shared a harmless idea at work or among friends, only to trigger an unexpectedly intense reaction? Let's talk about Hannah, a middle school teacher in Portland. She's the type who stays calm even when kids are bouncing off the walls. Yet in staff meetings, something odd happens. Certain colleagues grow defensive or cold whenever she proposes simple ideas, like adding mindfulness breaks or a kindness wall. Initially, she questioned herself. Then she realized that her calm authenticity was stirring something deeper in them. This is where Carl Jung truly shines. A Swiss psychiatrist from the early 1900s, Jung introduced the concept of the shadow, the parts of our psyche that hold repressed fears, jealousy, anger, or shame. When we encounter someone who radiates genuineness, it can feel like they're unknowingly holding up a mirror, forcing us to see those suppressed parts of ourselves. It's not that Hannah's suggestions are inherently provocative. Rather, her steady presence unsettles anyone still wearing a social mask. We see parallels in Scripture, too. Prophets who spoke the truth often angered those unwilling to face their own inner turmoil. In modern life, it's not about shouting from a mountaintop or wagging your finger. Often, just existing in your authenticity ruffles the feathers of those who haven't made peace with their own shadows. Do you recall a situation where your sincerity or calmness caused an unexpectedly hostile or awkward response? That might be the shadow effect in action. Share in the comments if you've had a conversation turn confrontational for no obvious reason. Sometimes, you're simply the mirror revealing what others didn't want to see. Up next, we'll see how your aura, while it might unsettle some adults, tends to draw in children and animals with remarkable ease. Sign 3. Children and animals trust you instantly. Has a shy child ever latched onto you, or a supposedly aloof cat curled up in your lap, almost out of nowhere? James, a software engineer from Seattle, visited his cousin's ranch in Montana. Their famously standoffish ranch dog sauntered up to James within minutes, laying its head on his knee as if they'd been pals for years. His toddler niece, known to hide behind mom around strangers, tugged on James's shirt, eager to show off her finger paintings. In Scripture, we see children drawn to the genuine kindness of Jesus, ignoring the usual social barriers. Animals, meanwhile, respond to your inner state more than your outward show. When your mind, heart, and spirit are synchronized, you emit a frequency that says it's safe here. Why does this happen? Because little kids and animals rely on raw intuition. They don't care about your LinkedIn profile or your brand of sneakers. They sense emotional safety and sincerity, exactly what a well-aligned aura transmits. On the flip side, if you're carrying unresolved tension, sensitive creatures might withdraw from you without hesitation. Their instincts read energetic static the same way we might sense a sour note in a musical performance. Can you recall a time an animal behaved unusually friendly toward you, or a child you barely knew decided you were their new best friend? That pure acceptance often reveals how stable your aura is beneath the surface. If you've ever had an unforgettable connection with a pet or child that surprised you, drop a quick note below. We'd love to hear how it felt. Now, while children and animals gravitate to your honest vibe, your calmness can also shape an entire room. Let's move on to sign 4, where we see how your mere presence can hush the world around you. Sign 4. Your calm creates a hush in noisy environments. Have you ever entered a busy cafe, machinery whirring, folks chatting non-stop, only to realize the noise began to subside once you were there? Picture a crowded coffee shop in Manhattan at lunchtime, lines curling out the door, baristas calling out orders. You step in quietly, scanning the menu. Within a few minutes, the sound level dips. A few heads turn, curious. People don't fully grasp what changed, but they feel it. In spiritual lore, silence is sacred. The Bible tells us Elijah found God not in the wind or earthquake, but in a still small voice. Jungian psychology might describe your aura as an organized energy field that introduces coherence into chaotic spaces. So, without acting like a Zen guru or forcibly shushing anyone, you unintentionally shift the emotional temperature. This hush can make some folks suspicious, as if your stillness is exposing their restlessness. But for others, it's a rare breath of relief. Day-to-day life, from jam-packed subways to open office chatter, often ignores the need for mental exhale. Your calm presence can serve as that unexpected moment of reset. Has there been a time you became the still point in a hectic gathering? Did anyone comment on how your presence cooled down the vibe? Sometimes, just showing up as your centered self can do more than words ever could. If you've caused a spontaneous hush, share how it went in the comments. Did it feel awkward, or did you welcome the serenity? In sign 5, we'll tackle why so many people, sometimes complete strangers, turn to you like a confessional, divulging their most personal secrets without much prompting. Sign 5. People reveal their deepest secrets around you. Ever had a near stranger spill their life story the moment you barely introduced yourself? Lily from New Jersey certainly didn't plan to pour out her heartbreak to you at a 24-hour diner at 2 a.m. But there you were, holding the door for her, and the next thing you knew, she was sobbing about her canceled engagement and lingering shame. It wasn't a coincidence. Your aura likely exudes acceptance and empathy. In a world brimming with gossip and superficial chatter, finding a genuine listener is like stumbling upon a hidden oasis. The Bible portrays how people felt safe admitting their faults in the presence of Christ's compassionate energy. From a Jungian angle, you might say you radiate an "I can handle your truth" vibe at an unconscious level, inviting raw confessions from those longing to unburden. But it's not all sunshine. Shouldering others' emotional baggage can leave you drained if you're not careful with boundaries. The repeated scenario of random confessions indicates your aura is perceived as a safe container. Yet even a sturdy container needs rest. If you neglect your own well-being, you risk burnout or compassion fatigue. When was the last time a casual acquaintance suddenly vented about career regrets, marital issues, or even childhood trauma? Did you feel honored, or did you walk away carrying emotional weight you weren't prepared for? Share in the comments if you've ever felt like an accidental therapist. How did you maintain your own energy afterward? While your openness can heal others, it also highlights a form of freedom that not everyone celebrates. The next sign reveals how your peaceful aura can spark controversy and envy among those who can't replicate it. Sign 6. Your inner freedom sparks controversy and envy. Have you been criticized for staying calm under pressure, as if it's a personal affront to those who thrive on chaos? Consider James, our engineer from Seattle, who moves to Silicon Valley and keeps his cool around tight deadlines. He refuses to pull toxic all-nighters just to prove himself. Some colleagues love his honesty about needing breaks, others sneer, rolling their eyes whenever he speaks up in meetings. Here's the twist: your refusal to join the stress parade can upset people who subconsciously rely on drama and control. While many Americans profess they want peace, not everyone knows how to handle someone who actually radiates it. It challenges their worldview. Maybe the urge and hustle they've embraced isn't strictly necessary. We see echoes of this in the Bible, too. David's calm faith in facing Goliath incensed the giant, who mocked him. Today, a boss might interpret your serenity as arrogance, or a friend might think you're out of touch for not panicking about social trends. Carl Jung called this individuation, the process of integrating all parts of yourself into a coherent whole. When you're steadily on your own path, you defy unwritten social rules demanding that everyone suffer or compete. Has your calmness at work or in social circles ever been misread as aloofness? Did you find yourself questioning whether to fake anxiety just to fit in? Drop a comment if you felt pressure to pretend you're more stressed or worried than you truly are, just to be accepted. How did that feel? Don't let others' discomfort rob you of your peace. In our final sign, we'll see how your powerful aura participates in a bigger story, one that goes beyond personal interactions and touches something deeply spiritual. Sign 7. Your aura serves a higher purpose. Have you ever stumbled into a moment so profound you could sense it went beyond you, like you were part of something divinely orchestrated? Picture a Sunday evening in Atlanta, at a quaint church called St. Luke's. You slip into a pew for quiet prayer. Suddenly, an older gentleman named Mr. Thompson stands up, voice quivering. There's a glow around you, he says, tears pooling in his eyes. I've been running from God since Vietnam, but now, I can't hide anymore. Shocked whispers ripple through the congregation. It might sound dramatic, but you did nothing except show up, carrying your well-tended aura. In that instant, your alignment, shaped by prayer, introspection, or personal healing, becomes the doorway for Mr. Thompson's emotional breakthrough. The Bible overflows with accounts of people changing entire communities simply by exuding a faith-filled presence. Jung's idea of the collective unconscious suggests we're all linked, so a single individual's authenticity can ripple outward, affecting others on a deep, often unseen level. This is more than just having a big personality. It's a reminder that each of us plays a role in a cosmic tapestry. Your aura, refined by heartbreak, surrender, resilience, and hope, can create ripples in places you'd never imagine. Sometimes you'll see immediate evidence, like Mr. Thompson's transformation. Other times, your influence remains invisible, quietly germinating in someone's heart until they're ready for their own awakening. Think of a time when your presence seemed to catalyze a profound change for someone else. Did you realize what was happening? Or did it only make sense in hindsight? If you've witnessed a moment where your silent presence opened a path for another person's breakthrough, share below. You never know who might relate. We've journeyed through how your aura announces you, mirrors insecurities, attracts innocence, soothes tension, receives confessions, stirs envy, and serves higher callings. Let's close by weaving it all together in one final reflection. Keep shining, never dim your light. Friend, if these 7 signs ring true, let this be your gentle wake-up call. You're neither too intense nor too sensitive. You're simply in touch with a luminous part of yourself, one that simultaneously heals and disrupts. Think of Hannah, reflecting coworkers' shadows without saying a harsh word. Recall James, refusing to drown in the Silicon Valley grind. Remember Lily's tearful confession under neon lights, and Mr. Thompson's life-changing epiphany in a humble church pew. Here on Sound Codes, we believe a potent aura is the product of your inner work, prayer, facing trauma, releasing shame, learning compassion. Some people will cling to you like a magnet, hungry for your authenticity. Others might distance themselves, feeling uneasy with a light they can't hide from. Yet every interaction, whether peaceful or conflicted, is part of a bigger tapestry woven by divine hands. If you found yourself in these signs, I invite you to do 2 things. First, honor your boundaries. Your radiance is a gift, not a command to carry everyone else's burdens. Second, share your voice, be it in small acts of kindness, heartfelt social media posts, or personal testimony. You never know who might find hope simply by sensing your glow. Thank you for journeying with me through these 7 signs. If you felt a spark, please tap the like button, subscribe to Sound Codes, and share your own aura experiences in the comments below. Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Stay tuned, our next video will explore the prophetic visions found in everyday dreams and how they can guide our modern choices, from relationships to career paths. Until then, carry your light with humble confidence, and never apologize for shining. Be well, and be the light.